Hey there, everybody. It's Kim. I had a meeting with my team the other day, and in the beginning of it, we did a really powerful exercise to align, to clear energy. I explained a bit about why things are getting so intense right now, why it's so essential to have ways to anchor into serenity, anchor into alignment, and have ways to release old energy as we're moving forward. And it was really well received by the team. And so it was suggested, hey, let's share this with the community so people can use this exercise that we did. So I'm going to include that here. We sort of jump right in where I was in the team meeting, but I'm going to include that here with this video so that you can glean a little bit of that and then do the exercise with us. Use your own words, because we kind of anchored into what we're doing together as a team for what we're creating in this business. But use your own words for what you're ready to embrace and embody and what you're ready to release. I hope you like this video. With all of the speeding up on the planet, the acceleration of the Schumann frequency, which is the Earth's frequency, opening of portals, of astrological portals, which bring in totally different energies into our body. There's a massive acceleration that we've been leading up to literally for decades that has just completed. Certain degree of it has just completed. And 2019 is very much the integration of that energy. So coming into the year, there's a lot of upheaval, to the degree that we still carry anger, shame, frustration, limited ways of thinking, seeing ourselves as separate or inadequate. All of those things are going to hit a wall because we are moving forward in space-time really quickly. And so any of those energies that aren't aligned with fluidity and freedom and abundance are going to really hit that wall, and especially in this year. There's a lot more to that. But and someone said in the beginning of the year, 2019 starts February 1st. January is just a free bonus month. And I was like, that's such a good way to put it, because we're really integrating through the month of January, and it will feel like someone just shook up the whole snow globe and all the pieces are everywhere. But it was actually through February that there was still quite a bit of shift happening. And so as we settle into March, it's a much bigger, you can really feel concretely the energy we're in. Everyone is going to be able to access it. So just like accessing a new computer program, it's a download. It's a download of technology that lets your whole system know how to operate, how to move through challenges or conflict or old energies, and how to operate in total freedom. So we'll do a little meditation so that we all kind of connect that way and get on the same channel. Okay, so close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths and let everything go. And then the next few breaths, when you breathe all the way into the massive inhalation as big as you can, and let yourself receive life force, receive chi through the breath. And then when you exhale, just relax, and your body automatically releases. And so in the next maybe 5 breaths, breathe in all the way, breathing in light, breathing in the highest level of divine light that you've ever accessed, letting yourself receive that, connect with that, breathing in all the way. And then let your body release everything known and unknown that's been in the way, that has felt glitchy, that has felt contracted, or any fear. Your body already knows how to let that go, so it's effortless. Letting go of old ways of operating, old ways of seeing and perceiving. Old relationships, the way you're showing up to those relationships in a glitchy way. And even the old image of you, the old identity. Couple more. Let the body slow down. Just clearing out to make space for who you really are. And now in the next several breaths, just let yourself breathe normally and connect with the highest level of crystalline light. So you can see this light above your head, way above the top of your head, and let it come down and clear and cleanse through all parts of your being. So just relax your body, Let the light come through the top of your head and let it come down through your third eye. Let it come through down through your throat chakra. Coming down, down, down into the body through your heart chakra. And let this divine crystalline light, the highest, purest light you've ever had access to, come all the way down into the torso, into the third chakra, the solar plexus. And letting it come down to your second chakra, just below the belly button. And then with each breath, letting it come down through your base, right at your sacrum, right at your pelvis, and then all the way down through the hips, legs, and feet. And then let this expand from the heart, from all the chakras. Let this light expand out, expand out, expand out beyond your body, clearing and cleansing your aura. So let your aura shake off, or just the area around your body, shake off anything you've carried with you, old ways of seeing things, old energies from other people, old ways of being that you've integrated, and anything you're carrying. Let it clear and cleanse. You can do this every day over the next several days just to integrate this more and more fully. Let this clear your aura. Let it expand beyond you like a sphere in all directions, expanding, expanding, expanding. Let it expand beyond the room you're in, beyond the whole home you're in, and then expand beyond your town and the area. And then let this light through you expand beyond your whole world, your whole planet. This clears your perception and relationship with all that is. Letting your body receive new downloads of operation, picking up signals, being able to communicate in totally different ways telepathically, knowing exactly what's going on for what you need, for what you require, for what's in your highest and best. So you can feel other people, be aware of what you need to be aware of, and welcoming in the information that is serving you to your highest. The information like, what's the most important thing for me to focus on for the greatest expansion in my life? Or what would it take to have total harmony on all levels? Information like, what will create the most abundance and wealth for me and all involved? And so operating on the channel of that, releasing the mind and all the calculations and all the conclusions and all the assumptions and the old operating system of what it thinks needs to happen, receiving the download, paying attention to this awareness of what will create the most for me and all involved. Good. And letting your body release everything it's ready to let go of, like a big dump. And then for all of us together, what would it take for us, for our connection and communication and work together, our union, our affiliation, our team? What would it take for this connection to truly welcome heaven on earth, to create divinity on earth, to welcome people into a whole new way of perceiving themselves and their reality, and for all of us to enter into the highest levels of joy, freedom, and abundance that's available to us? What would it take for our collaboration? That's the word. What would it take for our collaboration to create heaven on earth, to contribute to all of us as individuals and to the collective that we're in, welcoming all beings everywhere to a higher level of joy, freedom, and abundance beyond anything that was possible before? What would it take for us to operate in this way, so that the more we connect and the more we work together, the more we receive, the more freedom we have, the more joy, the more abundance, the more instantaneous well-being? Awesome. Keep breathing. And just relax your body. And then remembering all that's required for me to run on this new operating system is to relax my body. As I relax, my body releases the old energy. as I bring consciousness to my breath, even better still. Cycling in through, bringing in new energy, releasing the old energy with each breath, bringing in new, and more, and higher levels of chi, levels of prana, levels of divinity. Good. And let this continue to integrate over the next several days. You can revisit this recording if you like, and just practice each morning, bringing light in through all the body, through all the energy systems, expanding it out beyond you, clearing off your aura, and then asking one simple question: what would it take for me to reside in the highest levels of divinity available to me, and to allow everything I do to be a reflection of that? What would it take for me to welcome in and experience and exist in the highest levels of my true being? Freedom, joy, abundance, wealth, well-being, love, harmony. Good. And may our collaboration contribute to that more and more in each moment for ourselves and for all involved. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And take a last few deep breaths, and then we can open our eyes. I want to share one thing. I have chosen to participate in our local theater production of Mamma Mia, which you probably know is like a really beautiful ABBA musical. It's fun, it's light, it's joyful. And it can get a little bit lost that like, oh, is this an airy, fairy, fluffy thing? Especially for me, where I've got 2 kids. It's a hardcore commitment. Every night of the week, I'm rehearsing, and then a lot of the weekends. But I felt such a yes. And last night I had a confirmation of why. So she was speaking about, hey, all these other productions we've done, there's like such a deep, profound meaning, and what's the core of this work really expressing? And here we are, it's like, oh, it's just joy and fun and light. There's not like a huge depth of the plot. So she instead went into the history of ABBA and their music and how this musical came to be. And one of the things she said was that at this time when there was so much shift on the planet, they became a global phenomenon. They're from Switzerland or Sweden and exploded all over the planet. But she said their music was so uplifting and so joyful that people like Nelson Mandela, when he was in prison, was noted to have said that there would be times that they listened to ABBA and it was like bringing in heaven on earth, the lightness and the joy and the freedom and what it accessed them to in the experience of being in prison. And they would share it with everyone that they could, and it would be like this moment of heaven. And he's definitely someone who I admire immensely. And it was like a confirmation to me, Kim, you're anchoring into the right energy. This isn't just a fluffy thing that you're going to have fun and dance on stage. This is a powerful part of your work on the planet. And sometimes joy is lost as a purpose in and of itself. It becomes instead, oh, I'm going to work hard and then later on I'll have joy. And we don't realize that it's a means in and of itself, that when we access joy and anchor joy, it lights up our body. It heals our physical body. It lights up our world. It shifts our brain functioning, our perspective, what we think, which is really just the channel we tune into. Thought is already here. It's like a wave coursing by. And we tune into that radio station of pure awareness. I am divine. I am capable. I can do everything. Everything is possible. Or we tune into a lower frequency radio station and it lights up in the brain all the times we failed and how miserable life is and how bad we feel. So it anchors us into a higher frequency for thought, for emotion, and for our physical reality. So that is the invitation for all of us, is to operate in joy. Let joy be your guiding principle, and let that be your means instead of your end, so that you create more joy, because that's exactly what we're doing here for humanity. More joy, more love, more freedom, more of accessing our truth. So I want to share that, because every time now I'm working on like my lines or the songs, I know why I'm doing this now.